to my daily agenda. Hi guys, welcome back. So I'm gonna tell you a story about last weekend when there was something scary happened. And I know some of you were there and some of you were a part of it and kind of experienced what happened and might know a little bit of the story. But so last weekend I was online and it was kind of late. It was like 1:30 in the morning my time, and I was online and having a good time and, you know, had my music playing and whatnot, and all of a sudden I hear like this loud banging like on the window in my room, and I'm like, oh my god, what was that? It's like, well, it was just the cats. I didn't know necessarily it was like on the window at that point. It's like, okay, so I ignored it for a second, and then it happened again, another loud kind of like banging noise. And I was like, huh, what could that be possibly? I'm like, it sounds like really close for it to be the cats. So I'm like, and so I sort of wanted to blow it off and just think that, you know, it was just the cats jumping around and whatnot, and then it happened again, big like. I'm like, what is that noise? Then I think to myself, oh no, the kitten got into the vents. That's what that noise is, because how could it be so loud, right? And I'm thinking like, but I don't know. And as I'm sitting there thinking, it happens again. I'm like, oh, so I start to freak out, and everybody, you know, in my room chatting with me is like, what is that noise? What is that? You better check it out. Are you okay? What's going on? So I'm like, oh crap, I better go see like what is going on actually. So I go into a break and I go upstairs and I look and I see, well, cats are fine. They're not doing anything out of the ordinary. I'm like, So put on a jacket and some pants and some shoes, grab a flashlight and walk on outside over to where I'm hearing the noise from, which is in a window well, right? So turn on the flashlight and I poke it down in there, see what's going on. There's a rabbit in my window well. I have no idea how the rabbit got in there. I'm assuming it must have just kind of accidentally fallen in there, and it was trying to get out. I don't know if it was a he or she, of course, by any means. It kept trying to get out, and every time it would jump, it couldn't make it out, and it kept banging into the window. And so that's what the noise was. And everybody was like worried, like, is she gonna be okay? Like, is there somebody outside of her house? Like, what's going on? And luckily it was just a rabbit. So I go back inside and I grab a trash can, like an empty trash can. And I get down, like reach down into the window well, and I'm like, trying to get the rabbit into the trash can, right? Finally it jumps into the trash can and I lift it up real quick and like dump it over, and the rabbit takes off running. Whew. I don't know. I thought somebody was like outside tapping on my window. You know, it was kind of scary for sure. And luckily, it was just a rabbit. And the poor thing was so scared. Probably more afraid than I was for sure, but I rescued the little rabbit and set him free. And yeah, so that's my rabbit in the window well story. And I, like I said, I had no idea what it was, and it was a bit frightening for sure, but I was able to get the rabbit out and set him free and get back online and continue on with my evening, luckily. But yeah, when something like that happens, like, you know, 1:30 in the morning, like, you just can't figure out what it is, like, that's scary. You know what I mean? And even, you know, like I'm home by myself and living alone, I tend to set my alarm, you know, for doors and windows when, you know, online, and like it would go off if anybody were to actually try to get into my house. But luckily that wasn't the case, and it was just a poor little fuzzy bunny, and that's what was scaring the crap out of me. But I'm okay, obviously. Hopefully the rabbit's okay. It was a little bit chilly out, but you know, whatever, it wasn't too bad. So hopefully it found some shelter and some food, and it got on with its life, and hopefully it won't return back to my window well. So that's the rabbit story, and I hope you had a good time joining me here, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Mwah.